All right, hanging out, Christian Craig. Pretty damn cool little like nightclub environment that they kind of have for you guys here.
Yeah.
How's off season been?
It's been fun.
For the little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say going on 2 months now of grinding away. The usual motos, gym, cycle. It's fun though. It's just a lot of tired days, but it's part of it, you know.
Dad life.
In Florida, yeah, it's been fun. It's full time though. It's literally you get home, pick them straight up from school, and then you got to turn off the racer mode and go straight into dad mode.
Yeah. Well, you kind of turn off the racer mode a little bit because your boy's riding.
Yes and no. He's got a bike, but he's just not into it, and it's perfectly fine. He loves football right now.
Oh, really?
Football.
Does he play flag?
Yes.
Yeah, we play flag here with my little guy.
He loves it. Loves the football.
Is he obsessed with it?
Yes.
Yeah.
He knows every player.
Oh, does he really?
Loves FSU, so.
Who's his favorite player?
Oh my God, he's a very big bandwagoner. So
oh, really?
It's whoever plays good that weekend.
Oh, well.
So Mahomes one weekend, and then they suck the next. You know.
How old is he?
He's 9.
He's just figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know, but it is kind of cool, like to be able to, because like I have a kid that's 8, and he's racing this weekend, second race ever, and it's like it's hard to not, like you were saying, like that racer mindset or that racer mentality it's hard to kind of turn that off for your kids. You know what I mean? Like, especially when they're involved in something that you love doing and something that's your job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How have you been able to kind of like transition with that with him as he's kind of gotten a little bit more into riding?
It's tough for me because like I expect him to go, like, I'm like, why can't you hit that double? You know, like, you got that. I believe in you. Like, you got that. Trust yourself. But then I got to put myself in his shoes and realize that, you know, like when I was little, I was the same way. Like I just wanted to ride my BMX bike. I didn't want to do what my dad did, you know? So it took a while for me to find that passion and love for the sport, but who knows with him? We'll see.
Do you like have any kind of like what your goals are for him at all, or you just don't really care as long as he has fun?
No, I mean, he's gonna always have a dirt bike in the garage.
Yeah.
You know, as long as he's with me until he moves out, he'll have a dirt bike sitting there.
That's actually what I've done with my kid. Is like a lot of people are like, oh, why don't you push him to race more? Yeah. I'm like, it's because I'm like, my favorite thing on earth is when I tell him in the morning, hey, we're going to the dirt bike track.
Yeah.
And he's pumped.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what I want in my kid. I don't want him to look at moto and being like, oh my gosh, my dad's gonna make me, you know, do laps right now. You know.
Yeah, and we've had some of those moments, and I just kind of step back and like, all right, well, just when you want to go ride, you tell me.
Yeah.
So.
So the other aspect that I think is pretty cool in your life is the whole vlogging side of things. You've embraced that. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where I think more riders should. Some people are better at it than others. Did that come natural to you, or was it like, hey, I'm kind of off into the distance, and then you kind of finally accepted? Or
it was more my wife. Like, yeah, it was more like I was never a camera type of guy.
Yeah.
Like, I was very shy behind the scenes. Like, I came off kind of as rude at times because I was very shy and just didn't really open up. But once I got married, and then my wife was really like handy with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So. We actually had our YouTube for quite a while, and we've done videos on and off here and there, and then kind of sat back and didn't do them, and then obviously it started pumping them up more once I started getting back. And it's fun though, because literally I think we translate so well with like our fans, because we don't just show the highs. We show me getting surgery. Like, you literally watch me get cut open if you want on my YouTube. So we show the rawness of it, and then I mean, and it's cool to watch the fan base. They've kind of been along with the ride for me, and watch me kind of come from this and win my championship, and then get hurt and try to come back, and then go to Paris, MX Nations, try to do that, have a bad result, but you see the whole video play out. So it is fun. Yeah,
you're not, and I think that's the kind of the cool thing too, is like you don't have to depend on anybody else to show the narrative that you want. You know, and you could kind of control that to an extent, because you have editors. You know, that do things. You know,
Paige used to do it. So
did she really?
Yeah, she would literally film it all and then edit it on a Sunday, and we'd drop it. So
no way.
We once we had the third kid though, we had to get a filmer and had some help. Yeah.
You still do like the cell phone stuff like as you're going?
She will. She will, like when we're in the semi or something and sees something, she'll pull up.
But okay, so when you were going through that, like you've gone through injuries, right, in your career, and you've had that time off, I think the blessing that you kind of have in doing the vlogs and stuff like that is like you were able to kind of still focus on something. You know, like you're not just sitting there and busting out rehab.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Busting out exercises. Like, do you think that's something that helps you during that time?
Yeah, and I think the family helped me huge.
Yeah.
If I didn't have them and I was home alone with an injury like this, it wouldn't have been good.
Yeah.
So to have them to keep me busy and then 3 kids to chase around at home, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So it is fun, but it is chaos at all times at our house.
I always say it's like the most challenging, most rewarding job you'll ever have in your life.
Yeah.
You know, and like there's nothing I love more than being a dad. Nothing. All right, so I kind of wanted to get the fun questions out of the way, but now we got to get to like the moto questions because that's why a lot of these people are watching. Pumped to get back racing or what?
Yeah. It's especially missing the whole summer and then being healthy now and having a full off season. It's exciting. We're like less than a month now.
It goes quick.
Race. So yeah, literally round 1, it seems like it's always like the lead up, and then after round 1, it's literally like you snap your fingers and you're at the last round.
Yeah.
So you got to enjoy it, and it goes by quick, and you're always like, what's next? Like, you're always working on something, trying to get the bike better, trying to get yourself better, and before you know it, it's like it's over. So you got to pause, enjoy it while you can.
Yeah. The comments earlier about you guys being the vet guys, like you and Malcolm.
Yeah.
It's just funny because like you think about that and it's like there's times where you forget how long you've been in this sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you were in it for so long and then you kind of step away from it. And I love that you came back to it.
Yeah.
You know, like I think there was a lot of like unfinished business with you. You know, is that like another thing where you've stepped away from it so you kind of know how important it is to continue to try and like do everything you possibly can to succeed in this?
Oh, for sure. And it's kept that fire burning a lot longer. It's like I don't see an end, and I know I'm 32, but I feel like my performance is still there. My ability to do everything is there, and if that fire is still lit, why not keep going?
Yeah.
So my goal is to go until I know mentally that I'm either done or, something like that. So I love it. I'm having fun with it right now, and I have no plans to be done soon. You know?
And I think you're at that point too where you're still, as you were saying, is you've been around doing it for a long time, but you're still fresh. Like you have that fresh mindset in it.
Yeah.
How's the bike been this whole off season? Like being able to, because you kind of got thrown to the wolves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like, hey, we're gonna like gently let you touch your toes in the water. It was like, dude, no, you're going racing.
Yeah.
You know, like was that something that I guess I could have backed up a little bit there? Was that something that you were happier with, that you were like, okay, it's kind of forcing me to do things maybe faster than you were expecting to, or what was your kind of thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, the whole 2023 season was tough, mentally, physically, and then ended with the injury. So it was a lot, but I did learn a lot with the bike too. And then obviously the team goes above and beyond, just willing to change stuff too.
Yeah.
You know, it's awesome to see, and we're all on similar setups, so I think you see it that we all believe in our setups now.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's we have changed a lot since last year, and I think it's a comfortability thing. It's knowing what the bike does right and just learning it, and it took time, but we're here now.
I asked Malcolm this earlier, and it's just something that I've thought as like a fan looking into the sport, and I've never ever remotely raced anything close to what you guys do. But when you're like sitting on the gate and the gate's about to drop, and it's like the main, right? Like you're like, okay, we're locked in. What's going through your head at that moment? Because like I've had people tell me, it's like, no, I'm thinking about nothing. They're at home. And I've had other people tell me like, no, I'm only locked into the race.
Yeah,
you know
it's a lot of emotion, especially at a supercross race. It's a lot going through your head. You can look up at the stands, see the fans, or you can focus on the track. It's like about controlling your mindset. Focus on what's coming, what you can do, what you can control. Keep the negative thoughts out, stay positive, and just believe in yourself.
Do your kids make you watch Cars?
No.
I was gonna say, if you like go like the I am Speed, you know, like how he does, like he talks to himself or whatever. All right, I appreciate the time. I'm gonna end it there. You got about 30 other people behind you, but thank you. I'm rooting for you. I'm happy to see you're back on the bike, and I'm happy to see you go racing again. So
should be fun. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
See ya.